case you hadn't noticed, over the Christmas break this year, the libraries revamped their website entirely. This tutorial is intended to help you access the new UW Library website to find educational research articles. And even beyond that, we're going to take a look at how you can evaluate one of those articles that you find to make sure that it's from a peer-reviewed source. So on the screen, you can see the UW Library website. There's a lot of new icons, and they've tried to simplify the way you can search. The easiest way to get to the databases to search for educational research articles is to simply click on the articles icon on the front page. Now when you hover, you can see that it tells you it's going to be a database search. On the screen that loads, you can see that you have a lot of choices. They've arranged the databases by subject. We're simply going to click on education. Now here they give you a lot of options. You can scroll through this list and select a specific database, or at the top of the page, the librarians have given you their top 3 picks for the databases to search. I'm a big fan of EBSCO host, so we're going to go ahead and click on the first link for ERIC. The resulting page gives you a lot of features that you can use to narrow down a search. We're going to stay high level and simple, and up here in the search box, we're going to look for some terms related to educational research topics, like augmented reality. So I'm going to start typing augmented reality, and you can actually see how it gives you some suggestions. I'm going to click on augmented reality, and then I want to search for classroom so I can get some classroom applications. Then I select the search button. Now you can see that it gives me search results 1 through 20 of 25. But before I start looking at these options, I want to do some filtering. You can see that it has a publication date range between 1991, which is the oldest article it found with these search terms, and 2013. I want something that's been published within the last 5 years. So I'm going to click on this slider and move it over to 2008. It's going to update my search results, and now I have 1 through 20 of 21 articles. So we're going to go one step further. I want to make sure that this is from a peer-reviewed publication. Now what does that mean? That means that the authors had to submit their research article for review by peers in their field. It wasn't accepted until the peers agreed that this was a suitable article for publication and provided feedback to the authors. Now there is a caveat. Sometimes these databases will actually label peer-reviewed based off the publisher of the publication and not the actual publication itself. So we still want to make sure that we evaluate each article that we find to make sure that it's from a peer-reviewed journal. So let's take a look at our results. When I check that box, now we only have 1 through 15 of 15 research results. So we're going to scroll down the list and see if one of these articles catches our eye and it seems like something that we want to use to evaluate. So here's an interesting one. Using augmented reality and knowledge building scaffolds to improve learning in a science museum. And it looks like it appeared in the International Journal of Computer-Supported Collaborative Learning. Now before I grab this PDF, I want to make sure that this is a good peer-reviewed journal. So I'm going to select the name of the journal, and I'm going to right-click on it and select Copy. And open up a new tab. I'm going to paste the name right there since I'm in Chrome, and hit Enter. So I can see that there's some scholarly articles from this journal, so that's a good sign. Here's the website from Springer, so I'm going to click on the link. Springer's the publisher of this journal. So I'm just going to look down the page and see if it gives me a good explanation. So it tells me that this is the official publication of the International Society of the Learning Sciences, and it's the International Journal of Computer-Supported Collaborative Learning, the IJCSVL. It's a forum for experts. I can see how it's been indexed and popular content, but it doesn't necessarily say anything about peer review. So let's take a look at the editorial board and see if there's something on this page or if it just gives me a list of names. Nope, just a list of the names of the different editors. So let's click on instructions for authors and see what we can get here. Here we go. This journal follows a double-blind reviewing procedure. So this means that the journal is peer-reviewed. Perfect. So this is the type of article that I would want to use if I were writing a literacy summary or writing a position paper for a graduate level course. So I'm going to click on PDF full text, and it will load the article right up on my screen. Now, when you're looking for research articles that you want to write summaries on or use for perhaps a literature review, always check the abstract because that tells you what the article is about. So we're talking about informal non-school environments, very interesting. Systematically investigating and evidence of improved conceptual knowledge, very interesting. So this is actually a research study. They have results that indicated a greater cognitive gain when scaffolding was used, and they were using digital augmentation. So this looks like the type of article that I might want to read. Now, when you're in Chrome specifically, if you hover down here in the right corner, you'll get this little bar with a save button. And you can save this to your computer wherever you'd like so you can read it and evaluate it as you need to for a class or for a paper or whatever it is you're working on. You can always go back to the results list if you wanted to look at other articles. And the way EBSCO is set up, you don't even have to leave the website if you'd like to conduct a new search. All you'd have to do is scroll back up to the top of the page and change your search terms. So with that, that is how you very easily use the University of Wyoming Library's website to identify peer-reviewed research articles for classes and for projects and for assignments. If you have any questions or run into problems, you can always contact the fantastic librarians over at CO, or feel free to contact me. Have a great day and good luck with your projects.